Yes, yes.
We live, baby. We live. Let's go. Come on. Come on. What up, everybody? Now we
What's
about to
going
go
on?
live on the IG. What up? What's popping?
Let's get it.
What is popping?
So we back. Another
Yes.
episode, technically speaking. How you doing, brother Corey?
Man, I'm good. Too good to be bad, my man. Too good to be bad.
That's what hey, I like that. Too good to be bad. And then we got our special guest host, JJ, one of my Ace Boom Coons, man. We go back from a couple of years ago. If you may have seen us on the Dynamic Advancement channel talking a lot of trash about TikTok and why they should have banned it 3 years ago. But ladies and gentlemen, welcome my brother JJ. Welcome, JJ. Thank you for joining
Appreciate
us.
you having me. Appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Appreciate that. So
Welcome,
what
JJ. Welcome to the fold.
Yes,
oh yeah.
sir.
Oh yeah, we live on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. So anyone that's stopping by, thank you
Yeah,
for
what up?
stopping
What
by.
up, IG? What up, Facebook? And what up, YouTube? What
Oh
is
yeah,
good?
oh yeah. What we talking about this week, man?
All right, so technically speaking, we talking about how biometrics will change travel. Now look, I just want to know if it's gonna cut down this LA traffic. That's what I really want to know. Cause this LA traffic right now, like it's gas is high, and then when you're sitting in it, you already mad,
So you
and
trying to
then you
isolate the
know.
traffic?
I'm just saying, like, look, I saw a show, you know what I'm saying, on Disney where the kids were in traffic, the cars in the traffic, and it just floated and just drove. I was like, we need that.
Yeah,
We
we need
need
that.
that.
Yeah.
So talk to me about this biometric, man.
Yeah, man. So I found this story. Let me play the story real quick, and then we'll talk a little bit more. But let me load this clip up real quick for the crew.
No doubt.
story for you. We're looking at how technology is transforming the way travelers pass through airports. Biometrics, including facial recognition, are becoming more common, and advocates say it leads to improved security and faster processing times. But what does it mean for your privacy? Chris Van Cleve went to Los Angeles International Airport, where
Hey,
flyers
there
already
you
have come
go,
face to
LAX.
face with this new technology.
Before heading to New York, Maggie
Hi.
Burge experienced what could be the future of flying, using her face to check her bag.
I think it works pretty well.
And throughout Terminal 7 at LAX, many travelers are finding their face is
Yeah,
increasingly.
this is clear.
The future of travel is definitely biometrics. You know, it is a time saver.
David Terry oversees LAX for United Airlines.
We want to do everything we can to use technology to get you from this ticket counter to the gate as quickly and as seamlessly as possible.
Delta and United are now testing biometric bag check systems. At United, it checks a person's face against their passport photo, which that passenger stored in the airline's app. The airline says the images are not retained. Grant Kretschik tried it to check his bag to New York.
It was seamless. It's like clear, but for check-in.
Any second thoughts about the facial recognition?
It doesn't bother me, I guess. Anything that sort of moves it along.
It's going to use facial recognition. We'll be printing your bag tags within 15 to 20 seconds and have you on your way.
Do I have to do this?
So this is completely optional.
At the checkpoint, both TSA and Clear, an optional service travelers pay to join, offer a growing number of facial recognition lanes aimed at cutting down time spent in line. Clear co-founder Ken Cornick.
It is becoming ubiquitous. It is additive to the efficiency of the entire checkpoint. And at Clear, we're on the side of the American traveler, and we believe that anything that enhances efficiency is good for everybody.
International departures are increasingly using biometrics, facial recognition for boarding, and expedited customs coming back to the U.S. TSA Administrator David
All
Picard.
right. That's just enough. I'm done.
Because
Just
it's so much more effective.
you can cancel that right there. Okay. They ain't got nothing to do with traffic. Nah. Hey, so funny story. I didn't read this article yet, and I'm glad that you tapped onto this. Clear, that company, right?
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
I actually sold them that account, that LAX account.
Really?
2000 2015. They came to T-Mobile when I worked in the retail sales line. retail store. They were already working with other airlines, but they really wanted to work with LAX, LAX International Airport. And the representative came into my store, and I was like, okay. I mean, not the representative. It was his partner. Whoever name is Ken. The other gentleman name is Robert. I met them both. And so I got the information, and I passed the information of the business on to my business rep at the time. This was before I was in business sales. And he went ahead and they closed the deal. They did a lot of testing. And I even used Clear because they gave you a 90-day trial when you first signed up. And if you like it, you keep it. And I think it's $100 a year. The good part about all of that is it does get you past that long line in traffic and waiting to check in your bags. The bad part, it's not always accurate because
Nah.
sometimes when you're sitting there at the thing and it's like, okay, well, if I'd have gotten in line, I would have already been gone because
Yup.
it's not working to its capability.
It's good when
Hopefully
it
they
works. It's
yeah,
good when it works.
hopefully they made some enhancements, right? But
Yeah.
that's a big target, bro. That is a big target because it's not operated off of Wi-Fi. It's operated off of 4G, 5G technology. And
I
being
did
how
not know that.
yeah, it is. The reason why I can't
Oh,
operate off of Wi-Fi because of the fact that terminals can be suspected to get hacked. And you guys know that. But
Mhm.
in the
yep.
same breath, um, we know these bad actors and the major three wireless corporations, they tend to get breaches. They get breached more than babies. And I'm just saying, this is a problem for people who use their biometric system. So, and it doesn't. I mean, I think the person who made this article, they should be go back to training school because they ain't got damn nothing to do with no doggone changing travel. All it is gonna. It doesn't. I'm just saying, they should have said get through LAX faster or get through the airport faster. It ain't changing travel because you're getting on the same damn plane.
Yeah, I think the way that they offered it is an alternative, right? So he keyed in on it being optional. It's an alternative means to get through maybe TSA security faster. I probably would have to get the buy-in. I probably would have kind of reversed it and would have keyed in on the data and privacy aspect. It said that it doesn't it doesn't retain your biometric records for more than a few seconds, but I would want them to key in on that because a lot of today's society they're they're, they're weary about privacy, right?
Right.
Yep.
So
Yep.
if you're gonna stoke those fears, um, that's what I mean. We all can. I mean, because you could go into like the many pluses about how it's going to help you zip through the lines and stuff like that. But some people don't even want to get COVID shots, right? Because the fear of the unknown, right?
No,
So
serious,
Good
serious.
point.
let
Good
alone let
point.
alone
Yep.
like getting their biometrics out there. So it's
Yeah. Somebody got your next thing you know, you on somebody's Canva greeting card. like like
Wait a
what in
minute.
the AI is
Wait
this?
a
What in the
minute.
A? Hey, no, hey. I mean it when it works, right? Because I got my Clear account.
Yeah,
Actually, while I was on my way somewhere. And
it
when
was
it worked, it
well.
was good. But the thing never functioned right because in theory, it's supposed to be able to like scan your eyes and then you're through, right?
Yeah.
What normally happens to me is it scans, it doesn't work again. Okay, try come closer. Okay, maybe brighten it up a bit. And then finally I just end up using my fingerprint, right? Like, man, I could have just did my fingerprint and got passed and got on. There was another article that was talking about how
It's because of the
potentially
green eyes, bro. It's because of
that
the green
That's what
eyes.
it is.
It don't register green eyes.
It
Not
don't.
with a tan, not with a tan man.
It don't.
what a damn man. Nah, I mean, um, deeper in the article, it was talking about maybe a world where no one even has to carry a passport or anything. It's just biometrics will get you through the whole process, right? Check in your bags, check in everything, right? Which
Right.
seems cool at first,
At
but
first.
and what's up, NBen85 on Instagram? I'm sorry, you just checked in. Thanks for
What up,
checking in with us,
Ben?
man. But to JJ's point, man, like and yours. Now all of a sudden we still in biometrics. We already at a point where we're still in each other's voices. We voice cloning.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So what's to
Yeah.
stop someone from now scanning my green eyes, you know what I mean? And they actually get it to work when they go on a trip, or
Yeah.
maybe if they committing a crime and they doing it with my biometrics.
Bruh.
Now I got the law authorities at my door for a crime that I didn't commit, but someone with my biometrics committed it.
Bruh. Let me tell you
Yeah.
something, man. Look, it's bad enough. And it's bad enough, okay. This is how I feel like um our information is being stole right from under us. When you have mainstream medias, and I'm not talking about YouTube, I'm talking about mainstream medias like Fox, NBC, ABC, have these shows and saying, "Hey,
Are they still
these shows."
mainstream
I mean, yeah. I
compared to
mean,
YouTube?
well, back in the day, okay, true indeed. But back in the day, they'll have these shows talking about, "Oh man, check your ancestry. You can check your ancestry." So boom,
No, the hell
now they
I
got
ain't.
our DNA, right?
Mm,
So
mm.
then, boom. Yeah, I did, bro. JJ, you on the same road as me, brother. I was like, nah,
No.
I ain't about to do no ancestry. So you
Nah, I
can
never
pin
got on that
something.
train.
Yeah, but hundreds of millions of people have.
Yep.
And then, so when that company get breached, right? Boom. The next thing happens. Somebody, your genealogy is out there floating. Next, we get your biometrics.
Mm,
Then we got your voice on
mm,
AI. What's next?
mm.
Your keystrokes and behaviors from your jobs you work in. So now you got to
Yeah.
clone you out there somewhere roaming around, racking up bills at restaurants because they got your behaviors, right? They got your phone. You know what I'm saying? So it's just we're in the age of information where everybody knows that we're in the age of information, but it's still getting swiped from us, literally.
Dude,
Yeah.
what you just
No, good point.
painted was a digital clone, like
Boom.
legit.
Yeah,
Genealogy, biometrics, voice, and behavior. We're cloning already, but it
yeah.
doesn't even have to be a physical clone. You
Nah.
got you a digital clone,
There
man.
you go. I told you you're gonna be a stamp on Canva. You gonna be. They be like, wait a minute, how do you get? Well, what's your credit score?
Yo, like in the movies, right? You know how like someone will cut off someone's fingers so they can use the fingerprint to get into a vault or something.
Yep.
Yo, all they need is I need that full digital clone, and I'm doing this to scan your info. Boom, I'm in. I'm in. All I need to.
Yo,
Oh, that didn't work. Hold on, let me zoom in and make it brighter. Boom,
right.
man,
JJ,
that's
what's your
crazy.
take on this, boss? Talk to
You,
me, cause you
you
being a
know,
cyber coach, I know you got some insight.
it's just it's pure when it comes down to security, the end user has to make a choice of whether or not they're giving up convenience for security, right? So
Right.
if as long as they're making an informed decision with all the right bullet points, if they're willing to value the timeliness of getting through security, knowing, right, all they need to do is hear just enough that, hey, your information is going to be deleted after a few seconds. Maybe that's enough for them. But
Yeah.
just as long as individuals are given that information up front to make an informed decision about their own data, whether it's really up to them. If they feel that comfortable enough, then they could use that avenue to get and zip through TSA security fast enough. So
Yeah. Me, to be honest with you, we all on the same plane. We all bought a ticket. Probably got it at a different price, but we we all on the same plane. And speaking of tickets, we ain't
uh-oh.
gonna. You already know where we going with
There
this
we
one.
go. There we
Oh
okay.
my God!
Hey, this is the king of transitions right here. Go hit me
Look,
with it. Hit me with it.
so we talked about breaches, right? And we ain't
Yep.
talking about upside down babies. We talking about breaches. Ticketmaster has a data breach. So Ticketmaster, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The light is on you, baby, because it's bad enough that you guys got these. I'm not look. I ain't buy a Beyonce ticket, but I heard some people did, and they said Beyonce tickets was like 175. But
That's it.
But
That's
the
it?
Ticketmaster, well, they was in the nosebleed. But
I was about to
you know what I'm
say.
saying? But bruh, the Ticketmaster fees was 175, right? And I know they ain't giving half
Mm.
on. I know Beyonce ain't getting half of that. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
real quick, Malik, the mortgage guy, just said, "What up? What up, bro? What up, frat?
What up,
What up,
frat?
man?
Hey,
Hey,
thanks for checking in with us, bro.
yes sir. What up, frat?
Yeah.
You
Man,
know, with the Ticketmaster, you know, Geronimo, you know, I love data, right?
Uh-huh.
560 million users, 1.3 terabytes of information.
whew,
That's a
that's
lot.
heavy.
That's a lot.
That
Very
And,
is
heavy.
heavy.
and for those that's not tracking that, let me run that for them real quick. Let me
Yeah,
run that for them. The
running on
Ticketmaster
track
joint. Yes,
like Carl
sir.
Lewis.
Carl Lewis.
Impacting loads of Ticketmaster customers, a hacking group now claiming responsibility. ABC's Alexis Christophorus is here with more on what you need to know. Alexis, good morning.
Good morning, Whit. This is a massive data breach affecting more than 500 million Ticketmaster customers. Parent company Live Nation confirms it found unauthorized activity on its database May 20th. 1 week later, on May 27th, the company says a group of hackers tried to sell the stolen personal details of 560 million Ticketmaster customers on the dark web. Now, the stolen information includes names, addresses, phone numbers, and some credit card details of millions of Ticketmaster customers. The hacking group was reportedly trying to sell that data for $500,000. News of the massive data breach comes as the Justice Department filed a lawsuit just a week ago against Live Nation, calling on a federal court to disband the company. The government accuses Live Nation of running an illegal monopoly that it says limits competition and drives up ticket prices for fans. Live Nation calls the government's accusations baseless. Now, as for that data breach, it doesn't appear that passwords were compromised, but if you have a Ticketmaster account, experts recommend changing your password as a precaution, using two-factor authentication, and never share your personal or financial information with online solicitors.
Ticketmaster gonna share it. That's the reason why they had the damn breach.
No, man, listen, to put it in comparison, 560 million users.
Mm.
In the United States,
Half a billy.
just in the United States, just the United States population is roughly 370 some odd million people just in the United States. So to put that in comparison, you got all of the population of the United States and then some.
And then some.
And that's the amount of users that got infiltrated.
Hey, makes you think
Wow.
twice about getting them Beyonce tickets, don't it?
To the left,
Look.
to the left.
Yeah. You the rich one out of the group, Geronimo. So
Not me.
I'm gonna have to borrow from you.
Nah, that's you. That's you.
Look, I'll wait till it comes to Showmax or Showtime or Max or
Right.
Disney
They're
Plus.
gonna put the special out on Netflix.
Yeah, I'm gonna borrow somebody's subscription.
Nah, but I wanted to share that because I know, our immediate circles and and then some, right?
Yeah.
We be buying tickets going to these concerts, man. But
True indeed.
we gotta be careful. We gotta be careful because if you're not using two-factor authentication, it's the low-hanging fruit, right?
Yeah.
It's an extra step. I know it sucks when you got to do all these steps just to get into your account, but anything you could do, right, to protect that data. And then I'm gonna have to check my account real quick because I do have a Ticketmaster account.
Me too.
I do, but I think the card on that is expired. So
They can
but I
have that,
still-
man, right? They can have that.
Hey, hey, good luck. You like good
You know
luck.
what I'm saying?
Nah, but for real, anyone with it, I mean, I would probably say it's safe to say if you are in the US and you got a Ticketmaster account, check your account, change your password.
Dude, I'm just thinking about it says 300 million, right? 300 plus million
It was
Americans.
550 million.
total.
Which encapsulate the total population of the US.
Just
and
a
then
pale,
some.
just a pale in comparison.
So we're talking about business accounts. We're talking about government accounts.
Yeah.
We're talking about. I'm just looking. I'm like, it's crazy.
You brought up a good point. Business accounts.
Yeah, because those.
I wasn't even thinking about that.
Oh, I was. I'm thinking about it because I'm looking at business. See, here's the thing. Like, executives buy tickets so they can be able to schmooze over their potential
Absolutely.
partners,
Yep.
right?
We know
So
about that.
all this money getting spent on that, and then they realize it's a data breach. Now you got to worry about the partnership that you built because of the fact that you just put your company in liability.
Ah, good point. Now your company, you just made them a liability, and your client,
Yeah,
because you had to get your
you have to
client's
get their
information in there so you could scan them into the event. And by the way, shout out to April Marie for joining in on Instagram. Thanks for showing us love.
what up, April? What's
Oh
popping?
yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
but look, let
April,
me tell you
question for
something.
you. Did you go to that Beyonce concert? That's the question out there. Anyone jumping in? Who went to that Beyonce concert? Chime in.
I ain't
Chime
got it.
in. I heard a lot of people had on silver and aluminum. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Only aluminum I'm buying is for mistake.
But no,
No.
you made a good point about that, man, about the business accounts down. That's a lot.
Yeah.
And then because I'm wondering, let's say if I'm someone who did use a business account, I took a client to schmooze them to say a Beyonce concert, right? And then we all got hacked. Is that going to impact my business with them? Like, would that ruin trust? What you think?
Bruh, let me tell you something. Um, yes, it will ruin trust. And the even worse part about it is you have to disclose that information to your business partner. So now you look
Yeah.
like a irresponsible partner to go into business with because you just violated their privacy over
Ooh.
some Beyonce tickets.
You know,
I'm just saying.
I mean, I like Beyonce, but not that much.
Yeah, let's change
right.
Beyonce because I don't want no smoke with the Beehive.
Oh, I forgot about the
don't.
Beehive. Damn it. I love
The Beehive.
I do love
Look,
Beyonce. I
baby,
just wasn't buying those expensive ass tickets.
I don't want no smoke with the
I
Beehive,
don't want no
boy.
smoke with the Beehive. We
You
love
talk
Beyonce.
about getting canceled,
The
boy.
story is
Well,
about
hey,
Ticketmaster. Ticketmaster,
Yes,
not Beyonce.
Ticketmaster.
Ticketmaster is
what
the main
about Cat
story.
Williams tickets? I mean, we can switch it up to Cat
Okay,
Williams.
we can switch, but then he gonna call us.
Yeah,
He
call
gonna put
him
us
out.
all.
But hey, at least we get some
Yo,
viral.
speaking
We
of,
go viral.
hey, speaking of Cat Williams, I was at the Michael Blackson show this past weekend, and
Yeah.
he mentioned Cat Williams. He was like, "Yo, Cat Williams called me a real African with a fake accent." He was like, "Yo, but he's a fake pimp with a real Jerry curl."
Wow.
He was
You know what?
going in.
The crazy part about all that is, man, they all are doing what they gotta do for their business, right?
Gotta do what you gotta do, man.
And you
Controversy
can't be
sells.
mad at that. You know what I'm saying? Because connections is key. You feel me? And speaking of connections, we're gonna stroll over to this Apple situation, right? Because everybody and their mama know that if you got an iPhone, you always got your Wi-Fi on. Why? Because it's easy to connect.
Oh yeah.
However, I start turning that bad boy off after I read this article because Apple Wi-Fi it has a lot of vulnerabilities. And before we go to the clip, Apple used to be the most secure device to ever have. I used to buy an iPhone just so I could say, "Hey, I'm not Android get hacked all the time. You it'll freeze." But now Apple seems to be more vulnerable for these bad actors. Go
You
ahead,
know what?
Geronimo.
Before
Pull
I
up
play
that
the
clip.
clip, before I play the
Okay, talk
clip,
to me. Talk to me.
we never believed the hype. I could tell you right now, JJ, we never believed the hype.
Oh,
No.
At
I
all.
mean,
Go ahead,
it's proof,
JJ.
it's proof at work. Everybody got Android phones. Well, I mean, nothing against the females. All of us have Android phones except for the females. And so, I mean, again, like I get it. I'm sitting on a MacBook right now. Like, so,
Yeah.
love the
Me too.
products. Right. Love the products. But as Geronimo said, I think hackers are getting a little bit more savvy with their techniques. And so it's opening up, Apple to being more susceptible to these different poisoning attacks and all these, issues that are coming across that. And so I think we need to be on the lookout more in Apple's lane.
Yep.
That makes a lot of sense.
Makes too much sense. Let me go ahead and play this clip for you real quick.
So are we calling Apple rotten Apple?
Rotten.
Recent findings have unveiled a significant vulnerability in Apple's Wi-Fi network system, potentially exposing your location in real time without your consent. Security experts pinpointed the issue to the airdrop feature, which, when enabled, could allow attackers to intercept the exact location of your device.
I use that
This
daily.
isn't just a theoretical risk. Practical demonstrations have shown the ease with which this can be exploited. Apple has acknowledged the problem and is working on a fix, urging users to disable AirDrop in Wi-Fi when not in use. The implications of this vulnerability are vast, affecting millions of users globally. To stay updated on the situation and for more tech insights, like and subscribe. Stay safe and informed.
By
Yeah,
the
man.
way, that is our channel of Van Gogh Tech Bites. So
Tech Bites.
tune in and subscribe to that for daily tech and cybersecurity news. But I heard you say "ooh" when he was talking about the AirDrop function.
Yeah, the reason why it's so I think that
Convenient.
is so convenient, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Here we go again. Security and
yeah,
convenience. Here we go
it got
again.
me. Once it
Talk
said,
about
There
it,
we go.
JJ. Talk about it.
I mean, we see it all the time, at the job, Geronimo. I think people, it's a delicate dance. Do you want to be secure or do you want to be convenient?
Yeah.
And so it's peace of mind with peace of ease, I guess.
Yeah, that because I mean, honestly, I didn't really too much care for. I mean, Apple products,
Mhm.
Android products. I had a Galaxy. I had an iPhone 11. And this is when I was carrying both devices, and I was like, okay, well,
Because you're a pimp.
well, when you work, look, you have them calls that you don't want people calling you when you're off work. Like I literally,
Nah, I feel you.
my work phone would stay in the drawer Saturday and Sunday, and I'll pick it up on Monday when I go ahead and get ready for work. However, it was when I started to be able to understand AirDrop,
Mhm.
share password. Like, you know what I'm saying? When you logging on to you want to go to somebody's house, they be like, here, let me just give me the password to the thing. Like, give me the password. You gonna say it out loud? No, they just sent me a link and I clicked on it and boom, I had the internet. It's convenient. And
Mhm.
the fact that I was able to drop and drag items from my personal computer onto my phone, which is it's a lifesaver and a time saver.
Yep.
But that vulnerability is not cool because if somebody breaks into your Apple Wi-Fi, right? It's everybody and their mama who use Apple use either face security for their passwords, the biometrics.
Biometrics.
What's the other thing? The Apple Pay. You got
Yep.
credit
Yeah.
cards. You got you got medical cards on here. All of that stuff is very, very sensitive information. But we know we was gonna carry it on the phone. But now that the fact that it's so sensitive,
We rely on it. I'm gonna tell you what, I rely on my phone
yeah.
a lot. So you good point. I mean, the biggest thing for me is the fact that it gives away your location. What if you trying to be on the low and someone is able to tap in? Hey, we know it's people out there on some missions. You might be your girl might catch you, so be careful out there, fellas.
Yeah. hey, and y'all and look, them hot body summers, y'all chicks be out there, be safe too.
Yeah,
Because you know
hey,
what I'm
for
saying?
real, hot girl summer. Y'all better be
Yep.
careful being hot girls out there, man.
You
That
throw it
thing
back to the
giving you
wrong
away.
guy, you throw it to the wrong guy, and he get obsessed.
Come back like a boomerang.
You know what I'm saying? That man he be in your bushes at home, like.
I tell you what, man. If everything
Well, what you doing? Your Wi-Fi on? Did you get my sick pic?
I know you at home. I know
You know what
you
I'm
at
saying?
home. No,
You
I'm
know
not
what
with
I'm
no.
saying?
Are you? No, I know where
No.
you are. I know where you. You know what? Out of everything we probably covered, this is probably the most dangerous one.
Dangerous one.
Oh yeah.
It's like,
But I think your average person is gonna walk through their daily life not giving a worry until it happens to them.
Until it
yeah.
happens to them.
Yeah, really.
And you know what?
This
Good
ain't gonna
point.
happen to me.
Good point. You
Until it
know,
does.
my son, he got hacked a few years ago. And I want to say it happened through Snapchat. He got fished on Snapchat. Long story short, they were able to get access to his Apple Pay. Made huge purchases, man. And I kind of had to coach him because when he reported it, originally Apple told him there was nothing they could do. I was like, like the baby said, a bush, you know.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
nah. So I coached him and made him get to the cybercrime department of Apple, had him do a report. They were able to get him a portion of his money back, but no, like you said, most people don't think it's possible till it happens to him.
Till it
Now
happens to them.
he's a lot more cautious on how he moves, through his apps and whatnot. And I think my own son was an example of that false sense of security. I got an app, I'm safe.
Yeah.
Nah.
Look,
Nah.
no one's safe.
No
Yeah,
one's safe.
I think that there's some small print bullets too that go into even Android as protect. What is it? Knox security on
Yeah.
Android, right? So it's just a little bit of
Inconvenient.
it's. But
Look,
people just need to.
I have a love-hate relationship with device management tools. I do. I have a love-hate because I hate it. I hate it when I sold them damn things to customers and they're like, okay, well, I need to go ahead and log into I thought you logged into everything. So then I had to get their IT people to push their things over there. I hated it, but I loved it because there was a time where I lost a device, a client lost a device, and they just had to buy another phone, and boom, device management wiped the other devices, sent all that information back to that device.
That
So I
remote
get it.
wipe
You know what I'm
is
saying?
plush.
Yeah. But device management tools, you can't get a regular consumer to use that. Because what we're gonna do is real talk. We're gonna be they're just being honest. I've seen it with my own eyes. They'll buy a cell phone case, put it on for 2 days, and then the next day they come in to pay their bill. They'll be talking on their phone with no case. I'm like,
No, that's crazy.
why you don't got a case? It makes my phone look bad. So again, it pushes back to what you were saying, JJ, the convenience over
Security.
security. Yeah.
Yeah. And you know
That's
what?
the trade-off.
So that's why I always push making sure you have your identity theft protection. Make sure you look into some cyber insurance policies. Because I'm not gonna stop
Talk
using
about
my
that,
device.
Geronimo. That's one of those new up and coming things that just again it's one of those things. It'll never happen to me until you actually need that insurance.
No,
I
for
don't think
real,
people realize that it's a thing.
It is
Yeah,
a thing.
no, it
It is a thing. So a lot of insurance companies out there, they have cyber insurance separate from identity theft, right? Where the biggest policy you want to look for, man, is look for the what is it? It's I always forget the dang term. If you get hit with ransomware, the extortion. They have extortion coverage. That's mainly the thing you probably want to look for. Like, I'm gonna tell you what, we're gonna play this next story because I'm gonna tell you right now, this couple you about to hear about, I'm pretty sure they would have wished they had extortion coverage. But I'm gonna jump into this and we'll talk about it some more. Get me primed up while I'm getting this going, Corey.
Bro, don't say that word like that, man.
No Diddy. No Diddy. No Diddy.
No Diddy. Gotta end it with that. So check it out, man. You know, when you think security, right? Let's think of dollars in security, right? Social Security. What Social Security is for the older people? It's some form of a retirement. But then you have others who actually have retirement. And this Duluth couple, how they lost savings because of phone scammers, it makes you want to say, damn the world. You feel what
For
I'm
real.
saying?
This is a sad story, man. But
It's very sad
very
because
sad.
of the fact that, again, we hope it don't happen to us. But that's why you're right here listening to our channel, technically speaking, so it won't happen to you. Because if the Duluth couples was watching what we were talking about, hopefully the information we would have provided to them could
We'll
avoid
go
this
ahead and
sad
jump
story.
to it. Let's jump to it.
Yeah, and first let me say that, while they are a retired couple, they want you to know they didn't get taken because they were older. This could happen to anybody at any age. The modern scammer is slick enough to take any of us with a single phone call.
The Mosses.
They've raised their children, their grandchildren are grown, and they are enjoying retirement. It looks like you live comfortably, but there's no extra. No. They took it. They are strangers. Gloria and Gary Moss told the Fox 5 team, local police, and federal fraud investigators that strangers posing as Chase Bank employees took $49,000 from them in less than 30 minutes. It started in a familiar way, a fraud alert they thought was from their bank. February 16th of 2024, I received 2 texts saying that they were from Chase Fraud Department and that my husband's debit card had been compromised. Here's why she wasn't alarmed. The scam text came from the same short code, those 6 numbers at the top of the text page, as her real Chase Bank communications.
Wow.
Not to click the links.
That's crazy.
So I called the number. The phone rep, she says, was professional, reminded her the call would be recorded for training purposes. Ms. Moss was told her husband's debit card number was used at department stores in other
Could have been a
states,
voice clone.
totaling more than $4,000. And to protect her, they were deactivating the card that they believe had been cloned. And the next thing she said is that they needed to send a code to verify me to my cell phone. It seemed normal because their bank, Chase, had sent them potential fraud alerts before. Once when her husband was in California using his card for less than $100 for chocolate-covered strawberries.
I was trying to send them to surprise her, and then they
Okay, we're
called
gonna go
her
back to that.
to
But let's go ahead and finish
verify
this.
this was not
We're gonna go
fraud.
back to
A
that.
surprise, spoiled, but they were okay with that. They loved the protection. But the next big surprise from the bank they cannot live with. Scammers drained them of their entire savings, $49,000. Let's go back to that original phone call, the one that started it all. Did they ask you anything like what's your social security number?
No, absolutely.
Did they ask you your account number?
No.
Did they ask you your password?
No.
Did they ask you anything like your security code answer?
No.
They said they were deactivating her card and issuing a new one.
I literally was on the phone with them one time for a good 20 minutes, I believe. She would put me on hold. Well, evidently what they were doing was cleaning out the account.
When did you figure out you had been scammed?
Oh, later on that afternoon, I received 5 emails from who I thought was Chase, but according to Chase, it was not them.
Hey, salute to
Mosses money
Busy.
was
Thanks
sent
for
via a
checking in
wire
with us on
transfer to a
YouTube.
stranger's Wells
Thank you,
Fargo
Busy.
account. Wells Fargo, the retirees tell us, was able to return them more than $700. Chase.
Just a little 700. Just a quick 700.
It's just a 700 out
Yeah,
of
just to wet the whistle.
49,000.
Yeah.
Man, let me tell you something.
Ooh.
I don't wish death on nobody. I don't. But a car crash. The people who steal from the elderly, I hope the remaining years of their life are miserable.
No, for real.
Because they
Well,
that's just wrong. That's just wrong.
so the flip, it is wrong. The flip side of it is, it's kind of genius. I mean, it based upon what the individuals that they just said that they didn't disclose much information. And the scary thing is they probably had it.
Yeah, they had it already.
Yeah. That's scary.
Yeah.
That's
That's why I
very
don't even
scary.
like answering my phone. I promise you.
I don't.
If-
Half the time I don't. I miss important calls.
You don't.
Nope. I'll wait until there's a voicemail. And then I'll call it
Exactly.
back. Yeah. Now that's that. I mean, and for JJ and myself, right? To hear that she didn't have to share her social, like you said, they already had it. They were just a couple of things that stood out to me, right? They did a good job just going through the whole process that that couple was expecting. Hey, this call is gonna be recorded for quality control and training purposes. I'm gonna be honest, that would have got me. And it started with the text message alert that came from the same short number that they already had with the bank.
Of course. That's why you probably would feel comfortable, because they would be in your thread.
Yeah.
They would be in your damn thread, so you can be able to look, man. So that means Chase has been hacked too. Because apparently, so then see.
Yep. It's just, I mean, when you peel this onion back, it gets deeper and deeper. So what I was saying earlier, extortion protection
Yeah.
would come in handy in something like this, right? Because
Yeah.
if you had an extortion protection policy, maybe that couple, if they had it, maybe they could get more than just $700 back, right? Because I guaranteed they worked hard to get that savings up, man, and they just
49 racks.
49 racks gone,
Man,
like in 30 minutes.
30
30
minutes. Bro.
minutes.
That's
I don't
quicker than a
know.
TikTok video, bro. I
40
promise you. Jesus.
49,000. I mean,
That's
Look.
but you know what though? So again, I'm harping on that. Look into extortion protection, and maybe the younger folks watching this, look out for your grandparents, or even if you have older parents, have that conversation with them, man, because you know, they sacrifice raising us, right? So we
Yeah.
got to make sure we take care of them. That
Right.
was the biggest thing that stuck out from this for me is, hey, have that conversation with them.
I want to know why he in California by himself with them
yeah.
chocolate strawberries. Bruh, like your wife is back in Duluth and you up in LA with the strawberries. Really?
I mean, you know how them OGs did back in the day, bro.
Yeah, hey.
Knowing
See, hey,
who hacked them?
Can
she
I tell you?
probably pre-diabetic too.
Nah, he probably went to the Barbie Coast, had with them chocolate strawberries.
Hey, is Barbie Coast still active out there?
Bro, I don't know. I ain't never been, but it's still in the building. It's still on Rosecrans.
Okay,
Still on Rosecrans.
okay.
In Western.
Hey,
That's
hey, shout out to I think it's out. I can't even say this name. It's like Outside Death Lines, 3 lines on Instagram. I can't say this name. That's
shout out.
Shout out to you, everybody
but no,
on IG.
you know what I'm saying? Wherever you bought them strawberries could have probably compromised his card. Just keeping it real. Think about it. I mean, look, don't be trying to get no strawberries in Cali when your wife is in Duluth.
I mean, that's the first problem. It's Cali, man. Isn't it going down out there?
Man,
it's
they
going
not like
down.
us. They not like us. They not like us. Hey, but no. With that being said, the people who did that should fall into this section of what we about to switch over to now. 6 billion cyber crime operation taken down by the Federal Bureau of Investigation.
Yeah, you know what? I know places we come from, man. We don't really show love to the alphabet boys. And I'm just gonna say it, probably not popular, but I'm a big fan of the FBI. I'm a cybersecurity guy. They've been putting in some work. FBI,
I love the show. I ain't gonna lie.
Man, when it comes to cyber crimes, they've been getting at them. But let me go and run this clip real quick, and then we'll have that conversation real quick.
For sure, real quick.
I know these cats is like, what the?
Shout out to the viewers who win. We appreciate you. Make sure you guys stay up.
Yeah.
Busy said, "Woo ah," or is that got y'all? I'm typing, got all y'all in check.
Uh-oh.
You know, if you think your computer's acting kind of weird, you suspect malware. Well, in this case, it could have been. The U.S. Justice Department, along with international partners, has dismantled a major botnet. The 9/11 S5 proxy was one of the world's largest chains of computers being used for cyber attacks, bomb threats, fraud, and other crimes. Its 35-year-old administrator, a Chinese national, was arrested in Singapore.
Got him.
His crew would infect millions of devices worldwide through malicious VPN applications, creating a network of compromised computers. They then sold access to this botnet so others could complete malicious tasks and collected nearly $100 million in the process. He now faces up to 65 years in prison. Meanwhile, the FBI has posted instructions on how to check to see if your computer was infected. You can find a link on my website. Just go to.
Bro, we not even clicking on that link because that link could be infected.
Nah, but I'll put that link, man. FBI did post a link so you could check to see if you potentially got infected. I'll put that in the comments or the description of the video on YouTube. So if you want that, go holler at my tech_Von_go on YouTube, and the description be right there. But yeah, man.
That's crazy.
That's crazy, dude. And so this crime family, right, got almost $6 billion in COVID relief scams, dog.
Damn.
COVID relief.
the
Go
one
ahead.
thing the one thing that stands out about this is like we're 4 years removed from COVID,
Mm.
and so it was just like it was yesterday, but then again it wasn't. And when I read this article, I was like, okay, it took them a while, and I get it. It was this intricate because botnet, almost 6 billion. It targeted federal programs, right?
Yes.
And so for the FBI to be investigated, which means it had to have been international. That's really the only way that they get involved. And so this was huge. If people don't really understand the undertaking that goes on behind the scenes with the FBI trying to
Yeah,
make it
man.
safe,
Yep.
just trying to make it. What's the old adage, Jono? It's not what you know.
It's what you can prove. It's what you
Exactly.
can prove.
What you can prove. And so for them to put together this case and to tie it back to what it, all the bad actors out there. Hey, like you said, I salute Alphabet Soup, the
Hey, I
boys
salute the
and the
Alphabet
FBI.
Soup,
Like
man.
this,
When it comes to cyber, boy.
man. But this was a Chinese national and co-conspirators. And it's not necessarily to pick on, Chinese national. Could have been anyone. Right?
Yeah.
It really could have been anyone, but it just goes to show how deceptive, how devious, and how it undermines federal programs. Right? If people worried about where all the federal aid and the money goes, it's being siphoned off. 6 billion, right? That's a cool 6 billion, right?
Yeah.
Can't do too many bite dances with that. Jesus.
Right.
God.
And this is just what we just caught these dudes. Just imagine this, the people we haven't caught.
Yeah.
Good point.
Like
point.
man,
Yeah.
oh man. But this one was huge.
That was huge. And you know what?
Yeah.
I track this stuff because this is what we do, right? And I'm wondering if just the general public, in our communities was aware of that. And like you said, JJ, people are like, how come I didn't get my benefits? Well, if you didn't get it, that's probably why.
You want to know where your benefits went to?
Right.
TikTok.
He said it this time. I didn't say it. Because I love to
No,
say that TikTok all day.
I mean, we laugh and joke about this, but these are life-changing situations, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
The situation, $6 billion of cybercrime operations could have easily been tied into the husband and the wife in Duluth could have easily been switched over in there. A portion of that could have been part of the Ticketmaster breach. You feel what I'm saying? Not to mention they could have got in through the Apple Wi-Fi vulnerability through an employee who being a bad actor at work. These situations always happen, and I always tell people, you don't have to go to school to get education. Educate yourself by going on YouTube, University of YouTube, do the work, and we have a show right here.
I'm alumni.
There
Right
you go.
here.
Me too.
Oh, yeah.
Me too. But we have a show right here to let you know ways you can improve your cybersecurity awareness and also your just your digital information to be secured.
Protect your digital life.
Yeah.
And if you don't want to protect your digital life, look out for the grandparents, man. Look out for them. Look out for them and your kids. I know a lot of the younger parents these days, man, they let those phones raise their kids, but I don't think they understand the type of risk they may be opening up by just letting those kids run around with these phones unsupervised. So look out for the kids, protect them, monitor them, and also look out for them grandparents too, man. Because you made a good point, right? Who's to say that the Wi-Fi vulnerability from Apple didn't introduce IP that the $6 billion cybercrime boss could have used to help, run that operation? You don't know. Or Ticket.
You don't know.
Probably got it from Ticketmaster, just to be honest.
Probably did. You know what I'm saying?
That's the all of America right there.
Trying to get them BTS tickets. And it just didn't work. It didn't work. It was like I keep checking out, but it said the tickets are sold out. Let me leave my information on file. Yep,
yeah, man. So just you know what? It's we talk about all this, right? And again, like you said, Corey, one of the goals of our channel is to really educate and inform our community, man. Just be on the lookout, right? And keep your head on the digital swivel because they out here, man. They not are they trying to get it, they getting it. They getting your
they getting
info, they getting our money, they getting
Yep.
the government's money, right? We talking deficits and stuff like that. I mean, how far did that put us back, JJ?
Man.
No, you're right. And so how far did it put us back? But where are we gonna make it up? Right. So how do we make that? Taxpayers.
How do
Taxpayers
we?
gotta make it
Yep.
up somehow, some
So
way.
it's gonna affect you.
Always,
So if
it
you
always
gotta,
does.
so what you're saying is, this is what I'm hearing you say, JJ, and I believe you're agreeing with it, Jay. I mean Geronimo. So if you get screwed on the front end
Uh-oh.
and you get screwed on the back end,
That's a good Diddy
you
day.
getting double. What is it called? double
Diddy?
Double Diddy.
Double Diddy. Oh no. Oh.
Not only was it a no Diddy, it was a double Diddy.
Hey, you know what? The only thing you can say after that is what? Take that. Nah, man. Nah. But real quick, in a TikTok minute, yo. TikTok and United States, they back at it like crack addicts and bad habits. They going to court in September.
Yeah.
September. Yep, September.
Looks like
what
it's
are they
gonna
doing?
be.
It's the what is it? A verbal? What was the phrase that was used? It was a verbal case, or what was it called?
I'm not 100% sure, but I do know this, that even TikTok slams down any accusing, what is it, acquisitions or no, anyway, accusations, yeah, that they are making a USA brand to create for their ByteDance American version of the app. However, September, we might not see no more ByteDance come October.
Yeah, man. You know what? And JJ and I talked about this at the workplace, man. And he brought up a good point. Be careful what you ask for, right? Because they asked for this, so they could have maybe expedited their deadline, right? Because they had to the end of the year at least, right?
They should have took it too.
They should have took that because now it's getting pushed up to September, right? They got to go plead their case. My thing is, what rights do they have here in the U.S.? Because I was reading that article and they were talking about exercising their rights to the First Amendment. I'm like, what rights do you have, ByteDance? You're not a U.S. company. I still don't understand that.
Right.
How do you someone help me understand that? I don't understand how they even have the rights to do that.
Right. They just have right to due process, especially if the case is tried in the United States. U.S. law is they have the right to due process, and so that's a fair trial.
Okay.
But this has like we talked, Geronimo. If the United States, if the U.S. government wins this, that just clears the biggest hurdle because a lot of companies and a lot of folks that have a lot of money, they'll just wait you out in court, right? So they can't pass any legal precedents, on the government end unless this passes. This has got to go through court first.
Good point.
So that's where the due process comes in. So
well, I'm gonna tell you, we don't have $6 billion to put towards it.
And you want
to fix that.
And if you want to be strategic about it, let's just say, because you think about it in September, that's 2 months before the actual election for president, right? So if any, and again, what did I tell you, Geronimo? I said the person who can win the United States vote, it would be a person who would back TikTok.
Back TikTok, yep.
And unfortunately, but fortunately, these 18-year to 24 and 26-year-old, those are the votes that's hanging the balance of this election.
Yeah. You know what? And I gotta repeat what I said a couple of episodes ago. I thought what you said was bogus when you said it the first time until these lawsuits came out, because there's not one but two cases that got expedited. Because you got the actual, they call them the octet, the 8 TikTokers that are also taking the U.S. government to court about that as well. I will say this, right? And I heard a lawyer say this on something I was watching. The responsibility will be on the government to show proof of that threat, I think, right? Because in my opinion, I don't see a legit argument of, oh, you're impeding on our freedom of speech. You got so many different platforms you can have freedom of speech on,
That's
right?
correct. Yep.
But again, if it's supposed to be for the people are speaking, especially young people, and I'm thinking that to do it the right way, to if there's something there, you just may have to prove it, maybe declassify something. I don't know, but the public is demanding to know why. Me and JJ, I think we understand why because of our background. But if you didn't serve in the military, I think it's gonna get to that point to where the government is gonna have to show, look, mother suckers, this is the threat.
Murasoka.
Murasoka.
Murasoka. Now I'm gonna keep it real. Although I am a TikTok user, I have two TikTok accounts, one for business, one for social. I truly believe that um if the acquisitions are true about TikTok, I would say call it TikTok,
TikTok.
TikTok,
That'll be
TikTok,
the new
and
version.
right TikTok. Um, if information is not secure, because I'm for what's right, I'm not for what's popular, I'm not for what's trending. If information is vulnerable and being exploited by platforms, no matter what it is, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, if things are being exploited and there's nobody to govern it, then I'm not for it. Like they can shut it down. And here's the thing: platform's been shut down plenty of times, and another
Yep.
one goes up. Because
Yep.
real talk,
That part.
and our over these last 4 to 8 years, attention spans has gone like this. The only reason why Diddy is in the news still is because things keep popping up, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like
Because
Trump,
50
Trump
Cent
got a
be on him.
felony.
That's why.
Trump got a felony, but that got smushed over.
Trump
Only
got
reason,
34 felonies.
34
30,
felonies.
He
yeah,
gangster,
right, and he's still running for president.
which he can
Um,
do.
yeah, but you know what I'm saying? Will he win? Yeah,
I don't
if
know, man. Hey, JJ brought up 50 Cent, right? And we're coming up on time, right? One of the things that made 50 Cent so hot when he blew up was the fact that he did have a criminal past. He did have some convictions. He did get shot 9 times. Dude, I feel like if Trump was about to put out an album, the fact that he just got convicted, yo, he about to go diamond, double
about to go
diamond.
diamond.
He about to go diamond at the box office. Like, I don't know what the Democrats thought that they were doing with this. I think they were trying to ruin his reputation, but I think it backfired. All they did was make him
Yeah,
hot in these streets. He hot in these
yeah.
streets because everybody's like, yo, my uncle and them, they been getting
Literally.
hit with them felonies. Hey, I got a cousin, my cousin over there, he got hit with the felonies too. This
So
court is corrupt. I told you this court was corrupt.
so then, what does that do for those? Because if he's able to hold the highest seat in the country with felonies, then the felony law should change. Because if that's the case, then Nuke and Tyrone, who served their 15 years with their felony, should still be able to go into a company and still be able to apply and not have that on their record.
Well,
Am
at
I
bare
right?
minimum, they should be able to vote.
Yeah,
Exactly.
They
yeah.
should. Yeah.
No, I know they should be able to get a good paying job, work for the government. Trump is working. He's about to run the government. You
Yeah.
got
Well,
34 of them bad boys.
I mean, as a convicted felon, maybe he'll have some empathy now for other
Yeah,
convicted felons. I'm just saying.
true. I mean, bro, that's a whole different
That's the
podcast.
whole.
Man.
Hey, let us know when the other podcast is coming out. But let's go ahead and
Yeah.
wrap this thing up. First, I want to thank you, JJ. Man, it's been a minute since we
Thank you,
had a chance to
JJ.
be on the
A
platform
pleasure.
together.
It's always a pleasure.
Open
Yeah.
invite all the time. Like I said, we do this every day because we work in tech, we talk tech. This is what we do. Corey,
Yep.
go ahead and shoot. How can everybody get in touch with you?
Look, you can find me at Corey Giovanni on all platforms. And look, man, just protect your data. Be- If you're not gonna protect it for yourself now, protect it for the future you.
Yes.
Because if somebody steal your data and you're not tripping about it now, in the future when you go to apply for a FAFSA in the future for going back to school, and they say, "Oh, You've been enrolled in 72 colleges. You can't get no financial aid. You're gonna be like, wait, what? What? I ain't even got an AA, and I've been enrolled in 72 colleges. Did some credits come with that? You know what I'm saying? Just on a high note, man, take care of your data information. Don't get caught with no data security.
Protect your digital life, and you can find me at the tech_Von_ go on all platforms except for TikTok. I do not do TikTok, but everyone, thanks for checking in. Spread this, get the word out. Let's protect each other. Let's protect our family's digital life, and we'll check back in with you. Actually, we're not going to be here Monday because we got a special guest next Tuesday. We're going to be talking with my friend Sarah Wilder about AI mental health. Same time, just on a different day, 6:15 Central Standard Time, Tuesday, June 11th. Check in with us. JJ, let the folks know how to get in contact with you.
Well, I'm not as cool as y'all, so I just have Facebook and LinkedIn. So, and I'm not even very active on that. So, they can find me through you. How about that?
Hey,
I'm the connect.
Yeah.
Hey,
all right,
hey,
man.
Because data is the new drug, and AI is the
new plug, baby. Let's go, y'all. Y'all be safe out there.